I was like, good to see you, man. All right.
So what's going on? Season is Sean an orphan or?
Is Sean an orphan? I don't know. I just don't know.
I know because his mother's still alive.
That's true. That's true.
Well, I hear there was a zombie on stage in the panel, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. His life is still hanging in the balance and will be until we premiere it in a date to be determined.
So what are you going to deal with this season with regards to pop culture that you haven't dealt with yet?
Well, we went ahead and threw our hats into the found footage ring. That's an acknowledgement that it's prevalent in the zeitgeist, so we figured we'd get in on that. Paid tribute to Clue, everybody's favorite board game from the 80s.
Yes.
Doing a musical, because that seems to be a hip thing to do these days. But all our music's going to be original.
Original, from the mind of Steve Franks.
That's what makes us cooler. What else we got?
Those are big pop culture shots that we're doing so far.
Yeah.
But we're only halfway through, so you know we have more coming.
In addition to pop culture, you did some things about Hitchcock, I think, and the other classic filmmakers. You're going to do a Bergman style, or
Dude, if I could pull off a Bergman episode, I would retire. I could retire. I don't know if I'll be able to pull that. I'll get that up the flagpole, but
You want to do what?
oh my gosh.
No, hold on. Hey, no, come here. Listen to what this guy James is pitching right now. Say it again, James. You want to do what?
I want to do the Persona episode. Just hear me out.
people would remember.
They totally would. Yeah, we did some Kubrick last year. That was kind of fun. We riffed on Spielberg. We're doing The In-Laws this year.
Really?
There you go. With Jeffrey Tambor.
Right.
And that should be fun. And yeah.
Jeffrey's playing my dad.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking. No, he's not. No, he's not.
This series is going a whole new direction.
What got good? Fun, we love this thing. Have to deal with painting. You don't want to make justice to the relationship. You'll get the girlfriend content team. They're not in it.
I mean, it does put some tension in the relationship for, anytime you change a piece of the puzzle, you have to readjust. So there's definitely a readjustment period that goes on with Sean and Gus. Of course, we're still Psych, so there's going to be funny moments about it. But there'll also be some serious moments also.
I think about 2 years ago, you guys had a special for going to the panel, which was a comic book. What is it like seeing yourself being immortalized into a comic book, and how disappointed were you guys when it wasn't a series? It should have been an ongoing series.
I wasn't disappointed at all because, just the fact of getting in a comic book alone is, even one issue is pretty amazing. So you can look at it from like, oh, Dad, we didn't get a series. But it's like, well, no, you were in a comic book. Calm down.
Look, we have bobbleheads. Done. Right?
Is that the pinnacle?
I can stare at
pretty
myself nodding while I'm in the bathroom. You can't beat that with a stick.
Approval of everything.
USB drives.
Yeah, something like that.
It's always interesting when you go into the bathroom, you see yourself looking at yourself saying, yeah.
You know you've arrived.
You're doing great.
You've arrived.
Will we see Tapman and The Catcher on this season?
I think Tapman and The Catch both sprained MCLs, and it's the long road back of rehab. But there may be some more tapping.
There may be some more tapping. Yeah. It's not Tapman tapping, but Gus might tap. There's a musical happening, so.
Will it be involved with that, a little more Quarterblack?
This season, I don't know if Quarterblack is going to make an appearance this season.
Yeah, it's like the World Cup, every 3.
Yeah, every 2 to 3 years. So if we stay around long enough, we'll probably see, some semblance of Quarterblack coming back around.
I think it's probably easier to direct one that I've written myself, because I'm not worrying about servicing what someone else had in their head, because obviously that's part of your responsibility as a director is, hey, I want to make this look like you imagined it would look, but if it it's not what you think it should look like, that's when it can get tricky. If you write it yourself, then you don't have to answer to anybody. Yeah.
Right.
Except your bobblehead.
And trust me, I know, because the episodes I've directed, I mean, that's been my big challenge.
Actually, if there was a Psych video game, what would the format be? Would you guys want like a first-person shooter or more like a Sims? Or
I think it would be battles, man. I think it would be Sean Gus versus.
That would be pretty cool.
Be like tag team battles, and then but it was elimination, right? So if you beat Gus, you'd still have to be fighting Sean or vice versa until there was only one man standing.
I mean, I would definitely want it to be some kind of like role playing, kind of like a first person shooter, but you could choose to be Sean or Gus, and then you have to interact with it to get to, a big master case. That could be this huge case where you have to do hand-to-hand combat.
You have to deal with their shortcomings, but depending on which one you chose.
Right. And like different storylines. So, you can start here, start there. And then they would all intersect.
So you haven't thought about this at all?
No, not at all. I mean, that's just something. No, what are you saying?
Since it's Comic-Con, what is both your favorite superheroes?
Well, I've been saying all day, my favorite superhero is Lion-O. Because he says Thundercats, and we say, oh. That is the truth. I mean, I've always liked the Thundercats. But in terms of someone who's more present right now, of course, Iron Man he's a badass. Even when I watched the Avengers, I was like, that dude's a badass. He's pretty bad.
Probably the Hulk. Probably the Hulk, because I was such a huge horror guy growing up that it's the closest thing to a monster that was also a superhero. So,
Have you seen the Lego Hulk and the Lego?
I have not.
Oh, really?
They also have 6 like Iron Man suits over the.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's just. Am I the only one that's really hyped about the next one coming out? I mean, I can't wait for Iron Man 3 and for the Avengers to come out. I'm like, come on, hurry up, shoot it. What y'all doing?
Advanced screeners.
Yeah, come on now. See if I could befriend somebody who's a part of Marvel. Maybe I can get an early, I would geek out over that. Like, if I had a chance to go visit that set, I would geek out over it. Yeah, I think I would. I would.
several seasons working together on the set, what would each one of you say about the other role? Like the funniest witness?
The funniest moment? Oh, man.
It never ceases to amaze me how quickly Dulé can have food in front of him before we even know that there's food is an option. Like, it doesn't matter whether we're on set or if we're headed someplace for dinner. Like, the sheer speed and finesse involved with making sure that he's fed. Every time I think he can't take it to the next level, he somehow manages to do that. Almost, yeah.
I would say, being that he plays someone who's so observant on screen, is how unobservant he is in real life, which bugs me out. Just the other day in an episode, he's walking on a miniature golf course, and we just cut the scene. He turns around, he starts to walk to go to his chair, and there's these big windmills that are on the miniature golf courses, and the big blades that are coming around. He walks right into the blade. I was like, yo, dude, did you just walk into that blade? Yeah, hell yeah.
I tried to play it off, and then blood started running down my face.
Like, it's right there, man.
And I couldn't play it off anymore.
Like, how did you not see that big-ass windmill sitting right there?
They had to bring in that liquid Band-Aid stuff, and yeah, it was crazy. It was
Focusing on the screw holding it.
you know what I mean?
That was pretty funny. And that's not the first time something like that has happened, so there it is.
You guys are coming into the next season that you just can't wait for the fans to see.
I can't wait for the fans to see Clue.
Clue, yeah, Clue is definitely up there. And found footage. I think found footage has a lot of funny stuff in it. He did a great job with it, and I think they will laugh a lot.
What time is Gus going to get a decent car?
A decent car? I'm offended by that question. I'm like, what are you talking about?
The only thing worse would be if you got an EV and it stopped like every 15 minutes.
So Gus and the Blueberry are joined at the hip. It's Gus, Sean, and the Blueberry. He will never get rid of that car. You know what I mean? He'll get rid of Sean before he gets rid of the Blueberry. All right.
You guys, thank you so much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you all for coming out, all right?
Yeah.
Cool.